As we saw in last episode, she told Gianni that she ain't going back to that damn house unless she talks to Saxe. She got her conversation with Saxe, and Saxe made things a little bit more clear for her. Yes, Tariq did not put a hit out on her, did not want her head, did not want her dead. However, he has done it for others, and he will do it again. And Lauren is the key to stopping him. So now it just comes down to if she even cares to be the one to try to stop him. And I'm not necessarily so convinced that she is. I know a lot of y'all are on her head because she done turned state's witness and she's cooperating this and that. But Tariq is right. She's a civilian and she had no idea about this world prior to meeting Tariq. So we got to give mama a little bit of grace. And I think that she's going to ultimately wind up being Tariq's saving grace. So I ain't trying to throw this baby out with this bathwater. Y'all can have smoke for her, but I'm watching sis with a close eye, and I'm low-key rooting for her because I believe in her. I believe she can make that turn to the dark side. I got a video about that coming very soon. And I trust her just a little bit. So at the start of this teaser, she's on the phone with Tariq, and she tells him, like, people are telling me that you're a monster. And Tariq is like, yo, if you want your life back, you're going to have to help me out. Like, I got you. And I love the response to, like, the whole people telling me that you're a monster, because Tariq is like, well, if I am, I was made to be that way. And like a real quick side note, because I want to make this point, and I don't think I did it in my breakdown video, but when Saxe was talking about Tariq was groomed to be who he is, I want to call cap, because he was actually groomed to be the opposite. He was literally raised to do the opposite. They kept the business away from him for so long. Tariq is literally in the space that he's in now because he decided to make every opposite decision from what the hell his parents actually wanted him to do. Ghost wanted him nowhere in the business, didn't want him to know nothing about it, wanted him to grow up with every privilege and luxury that he could afford him in the penthouse New York City Soho lifestyle. Meanwhile, Tariq was running around talking about, I just want to be a thug, like he Trick Daddy or something. So actually, no, Saxe, your little white privilege is peeking through, babes, because it looks like he was groomed to be this because he was raised by this. However, his people worked damn hard to try to keep him away. However, I guess it's not on him, it's in him, because it just happened any damn way. But that goes back to this conversation about him saying, I was made to be this way. And I don't think that that's necessarily pointing to Ghost making him this way or Tasha making him this way. I think the decisions that he made in the circumstances that he had made him this way. Like the decisions that he was now forced to make based off of that he got himself into made him this way. And I can go ahead and live with that and go ahead and agree with that. What about you? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now all of that bit of dialogue is happening with the visuals of Lauren in the laundry room, Tariq at Weston Holdings, then Lauren standing in front of some DEA agents, and then Tariq looking over some balcony and on some type of mission. And I'm trying to figure out what I think that this could actually be, and I have no clue. Like, I don't know if Lauren is at the station. I don't know if Lauren tried to run again. It does feel like maybe looking at the setup and the composition of when she's standing there with the agents that maybe she was trying to go somewhere and she was intercepted, because in the foreground there's some hair in reference to a person that she could be talking to, and I think that could be Gianni. Because Jenny's definitely going to have her on a tight leash after she tried to make a run for it and run back to her damn parents' house and blow the whole damn operation up. But Tariq, it's not clear whose car this is that just pulled into this parking spot that he's looking over this balcony at, and what mission he could possibly be on. Now, you do see like a reflection in front of him, so it looks like he's not like actually in a parking lot. It looks like he's in a glass building and like looking out the window. But I feel like this is too low for it to be Weston Holdings. Like they operate on like the 40th, 50th floors at Weston Holdings. So I'm not necessarily sure, y'all. I would love to know who y'all think is in the car that he's looking at, or where he's at and why he's looking out this window. What little covert mission is he on? Because he got the little black hat, dressed in all black like an omen. Child. But then from there in this damn trailer, we go to Monet, who has her problems of her own. She thought that this was going to be a good idea. After Evelyn told her she was going to go ahead and live with Lorenzo, making a call about Frank, Monet went around. Monet figured out how to get what the hell she wanted, which is Lorenzo dead. So she went to the hot-headed, gun-toting Gordo, who happens to also be smashing Drew. And Monet is like, yo, I'm gonna need you to chill out on Drew. Y'all gonna have to create some distance. And Gordo, being a gun-toting fool that he is, says to Monet, Yeah, I ain't finna do that. It ain't nothing you gonna do about it. Bro, do you even know who you talking about? Like, you are light work. And I did drop the tease photos video on Erica Vane TV 2. So if you want to go and check out the photos that Stars released and promo for this, I'll link it in the description box down below. But there are a couple of photos within that set that shows that's not showed in this teaser, but it shows Monet meeting with Tariq at the little coffee warehouse for them, like how they moving their weight. And I think that this is Monet going to Tariq about handling Gordo. And there's another photo of her actually talking to Kai, and I'm like, okay, so maybe that's what ties to the whole Tariq, because coming up in the teaser, which I'm gonna talk about, Tariq talks about how he's hot as AF though after she tried to talk to him and he didn't want to listen. He won't be all big and bad, but guess what? Bullets can come anywhere. You can get your next slice too, okay? And Tariq let her know, like, yo, I can't be the one to do it. I got this going on. They coming at me about this Lauren girl death. I'm still hot from Stansfield. Like, I am 2 steps out of jail, girl. You got to get somebody else. I love you, but I got to get somebody else. And I want to make a note right here real quick, y'all, because I got a video coming to talk about Monet and Tariq's relationship, because it's slowly and subtly been being built. And I think it's very interesting. It's going to be another thing that spins us back to season 1 and creates a problem within the Tejadas, because Monet seems to trust Tariq more than she trusts her own damn kids. But again, that's in the video that's coming. But I think she winds up cozying up to Kai later on in the episode so that he could be the one to take out Gordo, because Kai at the repass last episode basically confronted Drew and Kane like, yo, y'all letting whoever murdered Lorenzo, y'all letting that stand, and that can't happen. So she can use that information and use the fact that Kai want to get up in there, because he was very distasteful with his short behind. Short Kings, I'm not coming for y'all. I'm coming for Kai specifically. So don't be in my comment section and get on my damn nerves, okay? I definitely think that she's going to use what she got to get what she wants, and that will be Kai taking out Gordo in retaliation for Lorenzo. Now, as I mentioned, we do get the moment of Tariq talking about he's hot as right now. There's all eyes on him, and he's at that warehouse. And again, the thing that ties to that is the photos, because we only get a video clip of him, but in the photos we get to see that he's actually in that scene specifically with Monet. And then there's a bunch of other like little quick cuts of like cars driving onto a dock before we get to the scene with Jenny and Saxe. And Saxe is asking, do you think that there's anybody in the DEA that could have leaked this information? Which leads me to believe that now everybody knows that Lauren is out. And I don't know, or leaked it to Tariq. I don't know how they actually find out that Tariq knows, because I think that Tariq is keeping it very, very close to the chest. However, in them, I guess, surveilling him and him maybe getting a little bit more careful, maybe they picked up on it from there. The only thing I could think about is if Tariq goes to Davis and then Saxe hears from Davis. I don't know, but it looks like in this scene, Jenny is looking at Saxe like he could be the one to do it, and she don't trust him. Like, Jenny has gotten overly ambitious in reference to trying to dangle these carrots, and when the carrots don't work, now she want to use force and be the hammer, and it's going to wind up biting her in the ass, because Saxe has been her best ally, and with her dangling him going to jail behind going to truth with that gun that night, when he revealed that to her in confidence and vulnerability, like, Saxe can switch very, very quickly. He's already out of the public service realm. He's already in private practice. He's already pretty much protected. And even if you double back to that, that will back up on so many other things. And he is literally building a case right now in his head, at least, of like all that she's doing. She's holding Lauren without specific information and against her damn will. So like, if you want to go and tell whatever, then Saxe can also go and run tell that. So you might want to drop this goofy ass attitude that you got, Jenny, because you getting all high and mighty now that Whitman died, and I understand you could be getting scared, but when you get scared, you get sloppy, and when you get sloppy, you might get dead. Now, after that moment where Saxe is saying, is there anybody in the DEA office that could have tipped off Tariq, we get quick cuts of Lorenz Tate, and he's meeting with somebody. Not sure who that would be. Maybe it's Tariq, because it's a person with dark clothing, and we saw earlier in that teaser that Tariq had on that dark hat and the dark clothing. Then we get a quick clip of Effie spotting the camera that Diana's goofy ass did not see. So now Effie realizes that this part of their operation is burned, of course, and she's going to do better. Now, what's interesting to me is also in those tease photos, there's a photo of Effie looking like she's meeting with a dean or a president at the university, and I wonder if it has anything to do with the cameras. Like, she might have asked for a meeting to ask about what was going on with it. But that's like really, really hopeful thinking. I doubt it's actually that, y'all, but I'm guessing. And then we get a very angry looking Drew staring at somebody, which could be in Mecca's penthouse or could be in that hotel that he be meeting with Gordo with. What's interesting to me is if Monet goes to Kai about handling Gordo, will Kai go to Drew first? Or would Monet go to Kai to leak the information about Gordo so that Drew can handle it? Is Drew going to put down his kissing cousin lover? Curious minds want to know. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Before the teaser ends, we get other quick clips cutting to Davis and Saxe meeting, and Davis says his consequences to getting caught, and Saxe sit there looking all smug and shaking his head. This could be, you know, him talking to him about if Tariq came and was like, yeah, they're mounting an investigation on me about Lauren's death. And then there's a moment where the DEA is raiding Monet's house, and it looks like she's actually there. So it looks like Monet's ass is going to jail. And those are my thoughts, theories, predictions for episode number 7. Again, I want to know all of y'all's in the comment section down below so we can go ahead and have a conversation.